Right. Can you give me a AV check, please? Let me know what the sound's like. Is the mic working? Okey-dokey. Right. Yes, I streamed earlier. There was no one around though. I got fed up talking to myself. And plus the fact, for some reason or other, when I watched the video back, there's no audio on it anyway, not microphone audio. The game audio was there, no microphone. So I've done the whole thing with no mic. That's why I was asking you if the mic was working. Okay, well I'm doing something here that I said I wasn't going to do. This truck is the RJL Scania, which obviously is a mod truck, it's not an SCS truck. So yeah, I'll give it a try. But as you can see already, when I open the log, see all the errors? And most of that is from this truck. And that is why I don't like mod trucks. And supposedly this mod has been updated for 1.28 with no errors in the log. Really? Anyway, I mean it works, it's just putting errors in the log. But we'll give it a try anyway and see what it's like. Yeah, it's not a bad truck, as long as it drives all right. I haven't actually driven it yet, so I only just set it up. Yeah. Notice also I've got rid of all my money. I'm right down to 3 million now. Something else I've been wanting to do for a little while. By the way, that, you know, if you're watching this in full stream, that photo that's up the top there under personal status, top right, I was about 48 when that was taken. So it's just a bit out of date. I'm 67 now, and I don't actually look too much like that. Right, no I haven't yet, Linda. I've been busy doing other things at the moment. I'll get round to it. Now I know what the problem was. I was using the wrong spelling. Well no, in actual fact I was using the right spelling. It's you that spelled it wrong. Ninja spelt with a J, not a G. Right, let's try and find a job so I can test this truck out and see what it drives like. I put an 8x4 chassis on it, as you can see, with front lift wheels. That'll give me a bit of oomph for doing heavy stuff. So yeah, we should be alright. And I've got a 12x2 gearbox on it, so that should also be okay for you know, just putting normal trailers without too much overkill. And even though it's a big truck, I've got 1,000 litre tanks, so that's not bad. Right, I'm in Lille, which is my home base. Nothing very interesting there. All right. Did you notice I've got another mod on here as well? A Google Maps mod. See all this? It's all different. Route line and everything's a different colour. And the same as the GPS inside the truck. Right, okay, I'm going to do that one. It's not a particularly brilliant job, but it'll get us started for a minute anyway. 226k, going to Holland, Rotterdam. Yeah, let's take that. Hi Stu. Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. Yes, I remember that game from way back. Yeah, it's quite old, isn't it? Sorry about the last stream, Stu. It had no microphone on it. For some reason or other, my microphone didn't record. Yeah, I remember it. Well, I'm doing a couple of things here that I said I wouldn't do, Stu. This truck I'm in is an RJL truck. I did say I wasn't going to put any mod trucks on because they caused sort of problems and errors. I saw that this one had been updated for 128 and I thought, oh, okay, we'll give it a try. But watch this. Look at that log. And most of that is from this truck, and yet it's supposed to have been updated. Which is why I don't like using mod trucks. Oh, the RJL Scania, it's a lot more, I mean it's got so many, you know, the dots for putting accessories on, that you get absolutely lost. That's why I haven't even done the wheels on this one. I've just left it pretty basic. Just a few bits on it that I need, like the extra lights and the hooters and the beacon. Other than that, it's pretty stock. Yeah, I'll see you later, Bill. I'll probably still be on. Yeah, right. That's why, if you notice, this one hasn't got the big exhaust on the back. I did put the tower in there because it's got the extra fuel tank, and that does work. It actually upped my power from more power. It ups my fuel capacity from 700 litres to 1,000 litres by putting that tower on the back. Notice there's no exhaust up the back. The exhaust is there, look, sticking out the side of the side panel, which is actually how the V8 is. Right, let's go get this pickup. Swine trying to cut me up the inside. Oh, I've never heard of that one. I know Callie. Hi there, how you doing? Stu, did you notice the Google Maps type display on the GPSs as well? Yeah, that's another mod I downloaded just to try it. I don't know whether I like it yet, but we'll see. Well, one thing I can say, the truck drives lovely. It actually drives better. It handles better than the SCS one. We'll do this little trailer to Rotterdam because there was hardly anything in Lille. See if I can pick up something better from Rotterdam when we get there. That sounds interesting. Yes, that's what I'm not sure about on this. The guidelines are actually blue, look, instead of red. That's going to take a little bit of getting used to. And all the icons are different as well. He designed the mod so it looks like Google Maps, and it even affects the big map as well. See that? Yeah, I bet you're not looking that hard for them, are you? Yeah, very true. Yeah, absolutely true. I don't know what horrible chemical we're carrying in this thing. Oh, just says fuel tanker. Yeah, a bomb's about right, that's what it looks like. Yep. Well, we do try not to have too many crashes. I'll try my hardest. Every now and again something goes wrong, but yeah. Yeah, that I was expecting that to be hydrochloric acid or something like that. But it just says fuel tanker, so it could be anything. chemicals and fuels and fires don't mix very well, that's for sure. Oh yeah, I bet you have. Really, I could drop more axle down, couldn't I? Oh, look that on the steering wheel. Yeah, I'm tensed on. Just want to see if I can increase the size of the text on this chat box because I'm having a job to keep up with it there. Hang on. Ah, that's better. That's better. Yeah, I actually made the chat a bit smaller on the live screen because it was taking up too much room. It was covering nearly a third of the screen, like, you know. But I mean, it also made the chat very like the chat that I'm actually trying to read as you're talking to me. That was a bit too small, so I'm hoping I've just increased the size. I can see it a lot easier now. I'm just hoping it hasn't mucked the size up on the you know the live page chat. We'll see. Ooh. Come on, let me go. Yeah, when I'm not streaming, that's at 80. That's in the 80s. It's only the streaming that's dragging it down to that. Yeah, it's nice and smooth, I can tell you that. Yeah, I thought I might have a problem with that as well, but as it happens, my desk isn't too bad a size, so I managed to get it fitted in okay. I've got my wheel right in the middle of the desk, opposite the big monitor, and the sandwich between the wheel and the monitor is my mixer. And then I've got another 27-inch monitor down the side of my 32-inch monitor, which I've got the chat and that on, so I can see what you're saying. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a reasonable setup. Projector? No. Do they still make them? No, I've got a 32-inch flat screen TV being fed through the HDMI socket from the graphics card. It makes a very, very good monitor. Nice one. No, I haven't even seen a projector for donkey's years. As I said, I don't even know if they still make them, do I? I presume they probably do. All these new icons on the GPS, that's going to take a little bit of getting used to. Yeah, of course it's fair. Why not? Yeah, that was always a problem with projectors, always. But if they're still about, I was assuming that maybe they use LEDs and things like that now, which is a different proposition, isn't it? But yeah, projector bulbs, I used to blow for a thinking pastime. I remember I used to have something called an epidiotscope. You know what one of them is? That's a kind of projector. It's like something you can put like paperwork under it or stamps and things like that, and it magnifies it and projects it onto the wall or onto a screen. Like a bioscope. Yep, very old school. In fact, that's where I saw the first one, and then I got my own. Bloody thing was made out of cast iron, it weighed a ton. Same problem though, the bulb was forever going in it. Ah, we're here already. There's one more trailers parked there. What's that doing there? All these look. That comes as a bit of a surprise. Two more trailers there. Yeah, actually I could do with making myself a cup of tea while I'm on this changeover now. Yeah, I wish he'd talk. I wish he'd do some other things and all. I would. Probably more than once. Ah, you're a full fat man, are you? Yeah, so am I. I can't stand skim milk. Three sugars? You're having a laugh, aren't you? Oh yeah, the one with the pigtails. Yeah, well that's fair enough, I suppose, in one way. But yeah, I don't know. God, yeah, I can't even imagine that. I think that would make me urge. I use like half a teaspoon, if that. In fact, most of the time I use sweeteners, candy roll. But like when I run out of that, yeah, half a teaspoonful of sugar is way sweet enough for me. I doggy's facing the wrong way, so I don't have it now. I've got truck mags there now. Not sure what you're saying there, Stu. Oh right, okay, yeah. Yeah, well actually because this is a modded truck, there's only that's why there's nothing on the windscreen. I managed to get me dices up there, but there's no Noddy Dog and no Garfield. That's because I haven't put the RJL compatibility pack on yet. Once I get that in, then I'll be able to have all my usual bits and pieces. Yeah, usually on the Scania though, they do a centre table, and like the leftmost dot on that one is just over the top of the handbrake lever there. So that's where my Noddy Dog usually sits, which is good because I can see him while I'm driving. Yeah. Got that thing up there, although that's supposed to be blue. Oh, mind you, I haven't got any headlights on, have I? Maybe it changes when the headlights are on. Oh, I have got headlights on. Oh, that's a bit of a letdown. That's supposed to be blue. Blue and red. Yeah, might have to put another one of them in there next time I get to a thing. Yeah, that's it. Just like that. Hello, Edward. Oh, sorry. I thought that was Stu that asked me to see the back of the truck. Sorry, mate. Yeah, it should be blue. There's about. I mean, it was blue in the picture. It's just not shine up blue. But the reason for that is, as I've just said to Stu, is that it's an RJL truck, and I haven't got the compatibility mod on yet, the compatibility pack or whatever it's called. So possibly when that's on, you know, I'll get all the other bits and pieces, and that might turn blue. I think it's actually blue and red. The sort of whizzy bits around the outside are blue, and the actual gripping in the middle is red, if I remember rightly. Right, let's see if we can pick up a decent job from here, or let's just have a look and see what's about. And if it's nearby, I'll go and pick it up now and then make a cup of tea. Or if I've got a little drive to get to it, I'll make my tea first, then we'll go. Yeah, I must admit though, I'm quite liking this mod for the GPS, making it look like Google Maps. That's quite good. I like that. Ah, there's a Tallmike trailer going from one of my hubs there. Look, going to Wren's. Might do that one. There are Stu, there's one of them dodgy trailers, look. Contaminated material. Now what do you reckon that could be? Thinking loads of these container trailers around. I don't like pulling them though. I'm going to take my trailer. Container bins, 19 tonne of silica. What is silica? Yeah, they are damn ugly. Hug ugly. Oh look, it's only literally just round the corner. Out of here, turn left, turn right, and that's it. So I might as well drive round there, hook the trailer up, and then I'll make a cup of tea or my coffee. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's a desiccant. It sucks up moisture. Yeah. Yeah, bringing things. I think they're being good mannered. If they stopped like another 20 foot away, they would be good mannered. But stopping right in front of you, not good. Right, let's see if my lads are working hard. They're all having a bloody tea break, 11 o'clock. Oh no, I like my minions. No, but you're right enough. I mean, in this country it'd probably be illegal anyway, because I don't think you're allowed to obstruct the screen, are you? Ooh, let's take the platform trailer. Make a change from a curtain slider. Ooh, I can even do doubles. You've been spotted, they look busy. Shall we take the doubles? Big devils. It's going to Globia, or whatever it's called, and that's quite a big yard, so probably be able to reverse it. There we go, there we are. Yeah, I love the doubles. I like pulling them. It's a challenge to get, you know, the hardest thing about doubles is going round roundabouts, and there's lots of them in France. Although having said that, a lot of the French roundabouts, not that beaten, a lot of the French roundabouts are single lane, so it's not a problem. But on a double lane roundabout, the AI always get you. There's only one way to go round a roundabout, especially if you want to go round like to your left. That means going right the way round a roundabout, because you need to take up 2 lanes. And also have your hazard flashers going. That way they don't try and sneak up the side here. I know it's a bit unrealistic, but if it stops the AI just ploughing into you, it's worth it. Okie doke. Oh, thank you very much, good people. And he's giving mine as well, look. Excellent. That's what you call the AI playing ball. Always good news when they do it the right way. set the tyre and wind noise on this truck again, because it's not an SCS truck. I'll set it up separate for this one. Yeah, I got that. What, from Jazzy Cat? Yeah, I downloaded all these newest mods for 128. I think there's 5 altogether. ETS trucks, ordinary truck pack, painted trucks, coaches or buses, and the actual AOF pack. See that old suspension giving it some welly, just see. That's a Momo's 4.2 physics. A really nice mod that actually. Yeah, well done. And by the way, driving in France is the right side of the road. I actually prefer driving on what we would say is the wrong side of the road. I think it's actually better than driving like on the English side of the road. For me it feels much more natural. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's easy to drive like a bad end if you're putting your foot down all the time. Just taking a bit of, like now, look, the speed limit's 90, but I'm only actually doing 80. And it's that, for that reason, it gives me time to react if the AI does something silly. Which is exactly how I would be driving my own car if I was driving it. Always watching what's going on up front, not right in front of the boot, the bonnet, sorry. And expecting anything to happen at any time. No, that's dead right. Drive it how you feel it. You know, if you were driving your own car out and about, you know, would you be taking silly risks in that? Probably not. But do the same in game. I think that makes it a lot more enjoyable. Oh, this could be dodgy. Let me out. Thank you. A bit of a hash of that. So. Good to know. Yeah, I've never flipped a truck yet. I got pretty near it once, and that was just purely not knowing how the truck handled when you're cornering. Even doing below the speed limit, the truck got pushed by the trailers, but I managed to recover it. Yeah, I was lucky. I had a little bit of acceleration left, so I accelerated out of it and pulled the trailer straight again. They tried to jackknife on me. And now I just pot along, take my own time. I've got another mod in here called Extended Deadline, which actually extends the delivery time by 10 hours if it's not urgent. If it's an urgent delivery, it only extends it by, I think it's an hour. But for any normal deliveries, it gives you an extra 10 hours, so you can slow right down, and you'll never be late. You know, you've even got time to go sightseeing. You can take extended routes like to get to places, to see places. That's easy done. I've almost done that myself, and I've had to force myself to sort of say, right, good night game, I'm off to bed. Yeah, I actually find this game just as tiring as driving actually on the road, because I'm always concentrating, or trying to concentrate on what's happening around me. And yeah, a lot to think about, especially if you're trying to stream as well, because you're thinking about that. Yeah, it's all good fun though. Yeah, you could be right. Yeah, I'm liking this truck. It really drives nice. It drives a lot better than the Scania from SCS. A lot better. The SCS Scania is a bit twitchy. This feels quite solid. That's a nice trailer just went past. Yeah, I pulled that yesterday, I think it was, during one of the streams, and that's the first time I've actually pulled that trailer, so I didn't know what it handled like. But yeah, it was quite nice. It behaved itself very well. Once I get this load to Rennes, I want to try and head down south of France if I can, like Marseille and sort of around that area, Marseille, Toulouse, because I think I've still got quite a few places down there to discover yet. Yeah, I know the one you mean. We've got a 24-hour Asda close by to where I live. And yeah, they're having big lorries like that in there all the time. Who knows? pull over at the next garage, I'll top up my diesel, although I don't need it just at the moment, but I'll top it up and I'll just pause it for a minute while I go and make myself a drink, so I'm a bit dry. Nice country view, lovely. Yeah, some nice scenery in France, definitely. Good for you. Talking of the gorgeous game, American football's on tonight. I haven't seen it since last year, so I'm looking forward to that. Got a game tonight, and then there's 3 on Sunday. Yeah, I like American football. I follow that a lot. Yeah, that's the problem. Like the game that's on tonight is actually early hours of tomorrow morning. I think it starts at 1 o'clock and goes on till nearly 5, something like that. But the Sunday games, the first one is at 1:30 in the afternoon. Next one is at 5:30. Next one is at 11, I think, or something like that at night. And then you've got the Monday morning one, which to me is the same day really, you know, at 1 o'clock again. So yeah, quite a lot. I nearly missed that turning then, yakking. Yeah, actually I can't remember who it was now. I did go on the Sky Sports page to see what fixtures were there, and I saw all the names, but I couldn't tell you who's playing. I know at some point over this weekend the Cowboys are playing. I don't know about it, but yeah, I think the Broncos were there. I couldn't actually tell you what the one is tonight. Or should I say early hours of the morning? I've got my Sky Sports through, I haven't got Sky out, but you know, I just use TalkTalk. I bought the Sky Sports Boost because it was on offer for a year. So I thought, sorry, I'll add that. Yeah, I got it through TalkTalk. Yeah, I've only got the Sky Sports. I didn't bother with the movie channels or anything like that. I don't want to go, you know, putting me monthly bill up too much. But I'm well into tennis as well. So I like watching the tennis matches, and you can only really see that on Sky Sports now. So that was the original reason for getting it, just so I could watch the ATP Open matches. But yeah, the American football comes as a nice bonus. just to let them know they can get my egg sandwich ready. Yeah, I watch quite a lot of different sports actually. I don't mind rugby myself, and cricket, which I know a lot of people can't stand because it's a bit slow. But you want to watch the Indian cricket, the T20s, 20 over matches. They are amazing. Yeah, lots of people. Uh, well, I actually watch golf as well because I think it's a skillful game is golf. You know, when you look at the size of the golf course and how big a golf ball is, and they push that thing around for blinking miles. You know what I mean? It amazes me. But yeah, cricket, it bores a lot of people. But you're talking about test matches, aren't you? As I say, the T20s is totally different. In India, it's a really big thing. I mean, they've got music playing, the teams are all dressed in coloured uniforms, and they're really slogging the ball about, sometimes right out of the stadium, you know. It's amazing to watch. Right, just going to disappear for a second while I make myself this drink, because I'm really, really dry. I had to do more than just make a drink. I needed the loo as well. Somebody once told me that it was impossible to take a dump and a pee at the same time. I've just I've just proved that wrong. Yeah, I really needed that. Yeah, it's definitely not my kettle because I got one of these Breville things, you know, where you put a cup underneath it and it does a cup in no time at all. That was quick. I just left it to do itself while I went to the loo. Yeah. Oh, I quite like writing my name in the snow, so I mean that's peeing down, isn't it? Right. Sorry about the camera going all over the place. It's because I forgot to turn the track oil off. So as I'm looking around, it's making the camera go loopy. Oh, he's a squatter, is he? Yeah, some dogs do that, isn't it? It's funny. You sure it is a boy and not a girl? Oh, right, fair enough. Mind you, having said that, I know a few women that have got plonkers. What, vicious with you or other people? Oh, right. Oh, I know women can have a right old go, can't they? Never get on the wrong side of women if you can help it. Be it at your peril. Have you heard that record? I can't think what it's called now, but it's something like, "Look what you've made me do." And it's all about this girl who's jealous of another girl and she ends up killing her. Somebody says, well, why can't she come to the phone? And she says, oh, because she's dead. I thought, well, that's a charming song. Yeah, the actual musicality of the track is good, but I'm not so sure about the sentiment. Now I've still got that bloody what's his name, Ed Sheeran song in my head. That body, I'm in love with your body, or whatever it's called. I can't get that out of my head. Taylor Swift. Oh, that's who done the Dead one. Right, let's get moving anyway. Shape of You, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's really stuck in my mind, that. I can't sort of forget about it. Oh, we have a bit of rain. Yeah, I'm busting to put some music on here while I'm streaming, but I daren't, because otherwise I can't keep the video up there. Thinking nuisance. Oh, sounds like this bloody engine sound's got stuck again. This happened the other night. Can you hear it in the background? That means I've got to start the blinking simulator again. Ah. Yeah, listen to that. But the engine sounds got stuck. This same thing happened to me the other night. I'm just wondering if it's a sound mod, which is unusual if it is, because it's by Creekbound, and he's like the audio maestro when it comes down to truck sounds. Right, let's reboot quickly. Yeah, look, you probably can't see it. Euro Truck Simulator 2 Steam has stopped working. Ah, maybe that's what caused the problem then. Yeah, I've got sound mods. I've got straight pipe sounds and open pipe sounds, and most of them are involved with creek bound sometime somewhere along the line. He's very good at what he does. This little problem I'm having here, as I said, same thing happened yesterday. This is a little bit annoying. Screen's come back up live. Can you see this screen, Stu? Yeah, I'll show you quickly, look. Now, Volvo open pipe sound, Captain Creek bound. The V8 Scania Deep Sound Opti-Cruise, that's the one I'm using at the moment, which is the reworked stock sound, Captain Creek bound again. DAF XF stock sound 2, or our Captain Creek bound. Yeah, I always try and use his sound mods if possible, because they're a lot better than the stock SCS ones. And there's the truck I'm driving at the moment, Scania R and Streamline modifications 2.2.1 by RJL. No, I haven't put them all back. Oh, far from it. I think I've got 12 back in there, but in the big list on the left hand side, I've got like 36 or something like that. So I've only actually got 12 that are actually registered in the game at the moment. Look at my frame rates on these screens. Oh, it's changed now. I was getting 800 odd frames a second just a minute ago. Yeah, I think I had 8 in there originally. They're ones I really can't drive without. It's like that GPS thing that puts the map in the middle of the screen up the top. Things like that. I've got so used to using that I can't drive without it now. So, you know, stuff like that had to go back. And I really, this truck and the Mack truck are probably the only mods that I've put in there that aren't actually necessary. All the other mods do something really useful, and in some cases they're very useful and important. But I saw this and I thought, oh, let's put it in and give it a try, just for giggles. And as I said, it's put a few errors in my log, but it drives really nicely, and it's obviously not stopping the truck from working, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, I can't use the GPS on the dash very well, I'm afraid. Even that I find too small for my eyes to see what's on it. I used to open up the, you know, you can open up the stock GPS thing, which is a bit bigger, and it takes up the right hand corner of your screen usually. I used to use that until I discovered that mod that puts the GPS up the top. Right, see if we can get on now. Or at least the sound stopped. Yeah, I've got a zoom key set up somewhere. Oh, there it is. On my mouse. Yeah. Dark out there now. Yeah, blinking tolls in France are terrible, I tell you. Can't go anywhere without having to pay. But, you see, I'm not certain, but I don't think they pay road tax or anything like that. So, you know, that's why they have to pay road tolls. It's supposed to be well with the upkeep of the roads. Ah, well, now you're asking something. No man's land. Sunset there. yeah, pitch a tent there and claim it. Yeah, but you got to remember, when I was in the army in Germany, there was no speed limits on the autobahns, and they certainly didn't have tolls. That was too long ago. I joined the army 1967, and I was in it until 73, I think, something like that. Yes, the wall was up, but that's why the British Army was in Germany at that time, because there was still a problem with Russia and places like that. So that, yeah, there was a big, huge NATO, like it was called British Army on the Rhine, BARR. No, I volunteered. No, I missed all the conscription stuff, but I was a bit annoyed because when I first started making inquiries about the army, the minimum term you could sign up for was 3 years. So I thought, yeah, I'll have some of that, that sounds okay. By the time it got to the point where I had to actually sign up, it had gone up to 6 years. So, like, to join the army, I then had to make up my mind then and there, do I want to be in the army for 6 years? And I thought, well, if I don't do it, I'm not going to ever do it, am I? So, yep, I signed up for 6 years. I actually done, I think I've done 4.5 or 5, something like that. And then I worked my ticket to get out. Yeah, no. Well, I know the conscription thing was a thing. I missed that. That was before I actually started getting interested in going in the army. Yeah, that's what I thought. And like when I told people I was joining the army, they said, "Oh, you won't last. You'll be home before the training finishes." I said, "We'll see." And yeah. I got through training easy. I got an A grade driving pass, which gave me the chance of driving staff cars in Regent's Park, London, which I went on, but for the 4 weeks or 5 weeks that I was there, I didn't see a car. I've never done any driving at all. It was just all bullshit all the time. And I said, this is no good for me, I want to drive. So anyway, I came back to my holding regiment, which was in Yeovil, and I was there for a few months, I suppose. And then eventually a bloke came up and said, "Do you fancy going to Germany?" I said, "Yeah, too right, as long as it's not staff cars again." He said, "Oh no, it's general duties, driving a lorry, just like you would do in civilian life, like doing rations runs and picking up petrol from the stores in jerry cans ready for the exercises and things like that." I said, "Yep, that's me, hook me up." No, they were worried about Northern Ireland, because that was in full swing when I joined the army, and they did say you might end up in Ireland. So I said, I'll take my chances, but if I can get abroad, so much the better. Yeah, where my mum actually lives now, in Buckfast-Lee, she was evacuated down there during the war as a child. Yeah, so she knew lots of people, so she always said that she'd like to move down here at some point, and she did, many, many years ago. And I followed along a lot later again. Yeah, I watch a lot of the old black and white film footage and that on the TV, on the, not the History Channel, what's it called? It's one of the channels I can get anyway. They're showing sort of ex-World War films all the time, documentary type films, not you know, drama films. Yeah, very interesting. Straining that engine a bit, mate. He's only got an old bloody tandem truck up. He ain't got real doubles like me. Spike Milligan, yeah. Brilliant, I love him. Or I used to love him, I should say. Yeah, a real nutcase who used to make a lot of people very jovial. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a lot of tunnels in Scandinavia, that's for sure. There's another one straining his engine. Look at the lights on the side of this trailer when he goes past. I think he's got enough lights on there. No, well that's it. If you look back at all the old comedies that were around then, I mean look at the Carry On films and things like that. It's all un-PC now. And yet they were the funniest things ever. Yeah, I'll go on it, brilliant. Yeah, he passed. That's what I'm saying. Everyone I used to know and who I grew up with, they're all coming or going or gone. It's like a whole new world for me. Lots of names I don't recognise and don't know. You reckon? I don't follow football closely enough to know whether that's a possibility or not. Right, hazard flashes on. Stay away from the highway. Yeah, do you see them all out holding back there? They were all flashing me, but they were holding back. They didn't try going past. Yeah. I should have realised that you were tossing there. Right, here we go, some doubles parking. Okay, well it's probably going to, it usually goes there or somewhere around the corner here is another place they put it, only they want it not driven in that way, they want it parked that way. So you have to go in here, spin right the way round, come back out here and then go back in that way. Bit tricky. But this is the usual place they want it put. Might have to wind time forward to get daylight, we'll see. Yeah, reversing lights are absolutely bloody hopeless. They don't light up anything. We're going to have to wind time forward. That'll do. Yeah, one of my better reversing efforts there. How many backups did that take? 3, was it? 3, I think. Either 3 or 2. Yeah, don't believe everything you see, it's all a con. Yeah, I felt the bump on the vibration on the steering wheel, so I knew I'd hit the doors. Yeah. Still, I didn't get no damage on the trailer, so that's alright, that's good. Perhaps they think, oh good lad, he's having a go at reversing them, we won't hit him. Now you watch, I'll go back into the drive screen now and I bet them trailers are gone. Yeah, no trailers see. Well, that was a nice, pleasant drive that actually. Must admit, I do like this truck, it was quite good. I could lift my axle up, don't need that for a minute. And with a chat there. Type something, Stu. Oh, hang on, there's a blue arrow appeared there, and I can see that the scroll bar's up in the air, so there's messages underneath which I'm not seeing. Now what caused that then? Huh, there we go, stop rid of that. Yeah, big shot Mac. Oh, I love that truck. Oh, he's still installed. I'll be using that again, don't you worry. Yeah, it's a good truck, excellent truck. Big Shot is just the name of the paint job. It's actually got Big Shot written on the front of the engine cover. The Superliner, Max Superliner is the actual name of the truck, and the Big Shot just refers to the paint job. So I'm assuming it's a real paint job that, you know, is registered to somebody. Where I was actually driving that one. Yeah, that's what one of the things that I really like about that truck is the engine, the V8. American V8s always sound different to British V8s. They just seem to purr more. I mean, when you listen to this sound on here, this is a V8, and it's not as big a engine. It's it's a bigger engine than the one that's in the Mac by 30 horsepower. This is 730. The Mac, I believe, is only 700. But it just sounds better. I don't know what, I can't actually describe what it is. It's like the English V8s, they don't purr. They make a different noise, whereas the American V8s, I mean, you look at something like the Camaros and things like that, these old sports cars from long ago, the Dodge Charger and things like that. All these motors had V8s in, they all sound sweet as a nut. Oh yeah, Mac is definitely USA, although they use a bulldog as their mascot. It's a United States company. I wouldn't know what that is. What's a CBR 600? Oh right, okay. Yeah. Yeah, alright. You can tell I'm not that well up on motorbikes. I've had one or two, but that was a long, bloody hell, that was donkey years ago. Yep, all depending on the engine, they are awesome. And it'll be a real shame when the combustion engine actually does get banned or it dies out and everything goes electric, because there's hardly any noise out of electric engines at all. Yeah. Well, mostly I had scooters. I started off on an NSU Quickly. That's a moped. Do you remember that from way back when it actually had a set of pedals? And if it started to slow down going uphill, you could pedal to give it a bit of a help. It only had a silly size engine, something like 50cc or something like that. But I used to drive that backwards and forwards to school. It used to belong to me dad, and he let me have it when he got his car. That's how I started. Then I went from that to scooters and got a Lambretta. Stayed with them for quite a while, and eventually I ended up with I had a Royal Enfield motorbike for a little while. I can't for the life of me remember what that was called. I know it was a Royal Enfield. And also an Aerial Square 4 was the other one that I had. And the Square 4 was always going wrong, so I got really fed up with that in the end. Yeah, pedal and pop, that's about it. NSU Quickly. Yeah, it's just like driving a slightly heavy push bike that had this little engine sat in the middle, little 50cc thing. Yeah, good fun though. I felt like the king of the hill when I used to ride that to school, because everyone else was using their push bikes, and there's me on my moped. Yeah, they were nice bikes, had all the fairings on it and everything, looked quite smart. But because of the way they were made, because you had two cylinders that were, two lots of cylinders that were opposing, two on each side, that's why they call it a Square 4. And yeah, it used to have its fair share of problems. I wish I could remember the name of the bloody Royal Enfield. That's completely gone out of my head. My mate, the first job I got when I left school, the guy that I ended up working with had a Vincent Black Shadow 1000cc with a sidecar on it, and we used to go to work in that, on that. That was a machine and a half. He used to be doing 90 up the A127, and it sounded like it was ticking over. Yeah, it might have been Thunderbird, although it's not sort of making me go, yep, that's it. So I'm just wondering if that was it. Oh. This is going back to the early 70s. Would have been somewhere around 1970, let's see, come out the army, I think it was 73, 74, yeah, about 1975 I think was when I had that. I can't even remember what CC it was now. The same as I don't remember what CC the aerial square 4 was. I'm getting old. Yeah, I must admit, I saw quite a few of my mates having accidents on scooters and bikes, and it kind of put me off a little bit, so I hung on until I was old enough to drive, and could afford a car when I got a car. Oh, it is the big one. Yeah, I thought it was. Did they do any other model of that one, like smaller engine size than that, but still called a square 4? Oh yeah, it is. Well, it's like the Vincent Black Shadow. That was 1000cc. It's huge. It's heavy. If you drop the thing, you had a hell of a job. Well, I couldn't pick it up on my own, in the story. So you just made sure you didn't drop it. But the thing is, back then the licensing laws for bikes and that weren't like they are nowadays, where you're only allowed to drive up to a certain cc and stuff like that. You could, on a car license, you could properly drive what you wanted almost. Nowadays, I don't think you're allowed to drive on a car licence if it's a bike. Yeah, that all sounds vaguely familiar. I've forgotten all the ins and outs of it. I'm getting old. It's just the name sticks in my mind because it's an unusual name, isn't it? Square 4. Aerial Square 4. What's the law on bikes now then? You're not allowed to drive over, is it 125 or something like that? Unless you pass your test? No, it was called a square 4 because of the fact that it was a 4-stroke. And also it had, as I said, it had opposing pistons. 2 pistons on either side of the engine, so it made like a square when you looked at it from the top. Yeah, that's right, and that's to take you over 125, is it? 125 is the minimum? Oh right, okay. Yeah, well, I suppose it's a fair one really. There was a lot of people getting killed with bikes and scooters and things, weren't there? So I can understand why they tightened down on stuff. But yeah, it was convenient. If you had a full driving licence, it covered you to pretty much drive anything you wanted, as long as you had L plates on. Put L plates on, you were legal. Right, I'm sitting here wasting diesel. Let's get a job. Now, I want to try and get down here somewhere, either Toulouse, Golfec, Bordeaux, Limoges, Clermont-Ferrand, and Albon-Durand, or Lyon. Anywhere like that. Oh, there's one to Marseille. Trouble is I've already been there. Montpellier, didn't I just say that? Alright, done that one as well. Oh, look at that, Toulouse. Right there. And it's a double. Going to Trado, which I can probably reverse in as well. Yeah, let's do that. So what's the name of that company? What or something? God knows. Further south near Spain. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're going. We're going here, Toulouse. But I haven't been to any of these places yet. As you can see, the roads aren't coloured in. So, yeah, there's discoverables to be had. Mountain. Where am I looking for a mountain? Nah, I wouldn't know what a mountain looks like in these maps. Where did you see that? Oh, quite likely. Yeah, no, the Alps is Switzerland, isn't it? I believe. So I don't think it'll be the Alps. Yeah, because Switzerland is up here somewhere, isn't it? I don't know, my geography's terrible. Yeah, it's round here somewhere, I think. Not sure. But anyway, we'll see if there's mountains there, because as I said, we're going down to Toulouse, so we will find out. Oh, Milano, Torino and Verona, that's Italy. So yeah, Innsbruck, there you go. That's all like a very mountainous area. Innsbruck, Salzburg. Yeah, it's not very good. I've tried that map mod. Not very good at all. There's trees in it, like supposed to be palm trees, but they look like giant mushrooms. It's not. Yeah, it's pretty poor. Not very good at all. Best map mod is without a doubt Pro Mods, but you've got to have a mean machine to run it. Right, anyway, let's go and pick this up and get on our way to Toulouse. Yeah, all the map mods that are out there I have tried at some time or another. And as I said, the only one I think that's any good is Pro Mods. It's the only one I would use. Nearly went the wrong way. Bobtailing to do on this job, 75k get to a pickup. Hope I'll get there in time. Brake sensitivity is turned right down low because the brakes are way too sharp, otherwise you only just got to touch the pedal and it oh yeah, I've got that turned right down. I'll show you when we get a break. Yeah, I can't even imagine what it's like trying to drive using the keyboard. I really can't. I mean, I've always had a wheel and pedals from like as long ago as I can remember. but it was only a 220-degree wheel, something like that. Didn't turn very far, and the pedals only had 2 pedals on, one brake and an accelerator. That was it, no clutch. But when I saw ETS2 come along, I thought, okay, time to upgrade. Everyone was raving about the G27, but by the time I was, you know, able to even think about getting that, it was already too old and not made anymore. I ended up with a G29, which is excellent. It's a great pedal. Great wheel, I should say. Great pedal. Yeah, I think mine's a bit lower than that, but yeah, it's definitely towards the left. In fact, it's not far off of being turned off. But you got to remember, I'm using this physics mod as well, and that alters the braking behaviour. And one of the settings they advise you to do is to turn the brake setting down. So I did that, and sure enough, you know, the first time I went out it was still too sharp, so I turned it down a bit more, and I eventually got it to a position that I feel comfortable with. Yeah, somebody else said that the mouse steering was pretty good on this. They've done a good job on it, and that's a good thing, I suppose, for people that can't afford the wheel and that, I suppose. Yeah, I've got a clutch, but I'm not using it at the moment because I'm driving an automatic box. No, I brake smooth because that's how I drive. And one of my other many jobs was being a taxi driver. I might have mentioned that already though. And the key factor there is keeping your passengers happy and comfortable. So you can't go like swinging the car around and braking hard and steering hard. You've got to give them a bit of comfort, and then they come back for more. Yeah, I can't stand sneezing when I'm driving. Most dangerous. Because no matter how hard you try, you can't stop your eyes from closing, even though it's a split second. That split second is enough to cause a problem. Oh, this is quite a big place by the looks of it. Ooh, thank you, mate. Very nice of you. Yeah, I only drove mini cabs, I didn't drive black cabs. But yeah, I actually was stationed in Hackney, just up the road from the Hackney Children's Hospital. I think the road where the cab office was called Chatsworth Road. I think I'll take that. Well, I can't pronounce that. I'll take their trailers because they look quite nice. Just to make a change from putting my own. What, Chats off road? I know it's fairly central in the East London area because you're not far from Tottenham, Waltham Abbey, place Dalston Junction, Stoke Newington, all around the area, you know. Yeah, I like pulling my own, but I like a change now and again. Yeah, what you usually hear on the news is Dalston Junction. They tend to get a lot of trouble up there, riots and things like that. I was actually taxi driving when the Broadwater Farm thing was happening in Tottenham, and I refused to take anybody anywhere near that. I said, where are you going? They said Tottenham. I said, no, no chance. Yes, fine. Yeah, I've done that on purpose so that I can pull anything. I can pull anything with this truck. I can do heavy pull or double trailers. But the gearbox on it also allows me to do ordinary, you know, trailers, single trailers, but with a reasonable, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, it doesn't use too much diesel, even though it's a big engine. Put the other axle down, so that gives me another set of steering wheels. Hello Scott and happy birthday. Yeah, it's alright Stu, the only thing is you forget you're wearing it and you tend to look around like I'm doing now and the screen's going all over the place, you know what I mean? You got to remember to try and keep your head still. Oh, they are quite smart looking trailers, aren't they? Don't be silly, Carl. I see you having a look to see if you can squeeze through there. You'd be a mug. You'd end up with a Scania sandwich. Do anything nice for your birthday? Whoa, a gaming PC. Well, how bad's that? Oh, well that's you sat there, isn't it? I mean, yeah, alright. Is OMSI 2 working okay for you? Because it's a bit old, isn't it? ETS is good. Good. Is it actually a PC or a laptop? Okay. Way to go. That's the way to do it. Yeah, well, all my settings are on, I think I'm using the Ultra preset, I'm not sure. It's either Ultra and then I went into the advanced settings and knocked them down to high, or they're still on the Ultra settings. I've got an idea they're still on Ultra. I get this really weird thing with a lot of DX games, like DX9 or DX10 or 11, is that if I turn my settings down to get better frame rates, the frame rates actually get worse. So if I run it flat out as high as I can, I usually get good frame rates, which doesn't make any sense, but that's how it works on my computer. Hear that jet? We're near an airport. No, I've actually got no interest in VR whatsoever, really. At my age, I'm too old to probably, you know, go get into that sort of technology. Because I'm 67, you realise that, don't you? I can't imagine me I mean, it's bad enough sitting here with an headset on, yet alone something that looks like a blinking space cadet helmet. I should imagine it looks alright, quite good I should think, although I don't know enough people that's using VR to actually get an opinion about that. Here comes the rain again. Who was that? Annie Lennox, wasn't it? Yeah, at my age though, I don't think it's something I'm going to be wanting to get into. I'll just stick with my 2D screens, that's fine for me. Yeah, alright mate, I ain't got my headlights on. Rat bag, just got done for not having the blinking lights on. Yeah, I'm always writing stuff down on bits of paper. Yeah, people of our age tend to do that. Yeah, if you turn the brakes right down to the left, you'll find you won't have any brakes at all, or very weak anyway. You'll need to stand up on the pedals to get them to do anything. But yeah, certainly down towards the left. I will show you the settings once we get to a stopping point. Or I'll show you the settings that I've got on mine, I should say, because they're not necessarily the right settings, it's just the ones that work for me. that's a really good rundown of that, Stu. I like that. Yeah, on that My Summer car there's also a green car and I think it's a red car that are a bit mental as well. And if they happen to be coming towards you and you're driving along the road, they will swerve into you. Yeah, that's right. He'll have you. Wop wop. Yeah, wop 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 wop. Yeah, I know Squirrel quite enjoys playing it, he plays it a lot. Yeah, if you want to look at his Squirrel Plus channel, if ever you want to get a review on something, because he's a good reviewer. He speaks very clearly and precisely and you can understand what he's saying. And for the best part, he knows what he's talking about as well, so yeah, I quite like his reviews. Yeah, I've not actually watched any of these videos, but I've heard people say stuff like that before, so I probably won't watch any of his videos. Corner, I don't know heard of that one either, because he swerves all over the road reading the chat. I think one of the most entertaining YouTubers has got to be Marky Cloyer. That guy is brilliant. I love the way he role plays the games. He doesn't just play it and sort of pull a face at what's going on. He actually role plays the games, you know, he talks to them. Oh yeah, this is definitely chill. I just wish I could have some more chill music on. Or ambient sounds. Yep, I've seen Squirrel playing that as well. Although he reckons that at the moment that game's taking too long to be updated. He says you play it, and once you've done it, you can't do anything else until they update it with a new area, and then you can drive that bit, and then you've got to wait for another 6 months before you get to play it again, right? Yeah, he doesn't play it so much now, I don't think, so perhaps he's given up on it. Yeah, well the trouble with ATS at the moment, I mean the game's okay, but it's not very well optimised. Compared with ETS2 it runs terrible. I tried to stream it, and the frames per second were terrible. Yeah, and plus the fact there's just not enough content in it at the moment. I mean alright, they were on the right track by altering the scale of the map to make it bigger. That really needed doing, but it needs more content, it needs more trucks, more licences, and more states obviously. Was that cross-state one, or the, what's it called, cross-America or something, that's out there at the moment, is terrible. I tried that and it's just really boring driving. Yeah, no, the frame rates are terrible slow. That's why I stopped it at the end. Oh yeah, there's doubles in ATS, but they're different to the doubles in ETS2. They're certainly a lot harder to reverse. And these ones are hard enough to reverse. The ones in ATS are fucking terrible. I mean, so is the ATS heavy haul stuff. I mean, on our one, the ETS, you've got the steerable axles on the trailers. There's none of that on the ATS heavy haul. It's just huge, great big long trailers, typical American stuff, right? And to manoeuvre them around that mat is not easy, because a lot of the yards in ATS are actually smaller, or have actually got less room than the yards in ETS2. The only, to Scott, the only bus simulator I've driven apart from ETS2, which I found a bit buggy, and is I got Firm Bus, and I mean that's buggy as well. But it's not really the sort of bus driving I want to do. I want to do like ETS bus driving, but I want to do it on a decent game engine. Not something that looks as though it's done on an old DOS box. No, funny enough, I don't think there's a lot of Arriva stuff in Devon. Yeah, I've tried the earlier sort of bus simulators and things like that. The ones that were made by, what's that company called, Aragon or something like that. They tried to make a farm simulator, didn't they, and that all fell apart. Yeah, it wasn't good. Didn't like it at all. I had, what was it called, Munich bus simulator or something like that. That one was pretty bad and all. Fern Bus is gradually getting sorted out, but it's long distance coaches, it's not the actual buses that I want to do. I want to do city driving with bus stops and interacting with passengers. Yeah, again, the early ones, are you talking about the ones that used to experiment with the ground being all churned up and stuff like that? That's the company I'm on about, Aragon or something like that. It's the same company that makes the bus simulators. Only they're not called Aragon anymore, they go under a different name. Because they got such a bad name because of the farm simulators. I'm just waiting for cattle and crops to come out now, and I'm only interested in one part of that because I quite like FS 2017. But there's one bit in there that really interests me, and I want to see a bit more about what it's going to all be about, and that's the management side of it, where you don't have to actually do any of the work. You can send your workers out to work, and you can take a wander over to the field and actually watch them working and stuff like that. A complete management side. That's supposed to be in it, and if that's any good, then that will probably take over from me, from the farm sim. City car driving I've never heard of, so therefore I've never played it. But I probably wouldn't enjoy that much. I'm a driver in real life of cars, so you know, why should I simulate that? Different, I suppose, if you're younger and you don't drive. Yeah. But if you're older and you already drive cars, you don't want to simulate driving cars, do you? Because at the end of the day, nothing beats the real thing. Yeah, well, as I said, that would hold absolutely no interest for me at all. It's the bloody cars that ruined the multiplayer online. I mean, it was always a bit hit and miss, but when they introduced the cars into that you know, onto them servers, it just got wrecked. Only 47k to go, and we'll be reversing doubles again, hopefully. Or at least giving it a go, I should say. My favourite game without a doubt is ETS2. I play it all the time. I've got other simulators as well. I've got Train Simulator and I've got Trainsim World, Farm Simulator, yeah. Burn Bus, Flight Simulator, although I've burnt out on that. I hardly use it now. What's that, the RAF cadets? I just assumed you were a younger person. Construction sim, no. Again, I've watched Squirrel playing that, and I'm not so sure that's my sort of game either. But yeah, I should imagine it'd probably be a bit of fun. so you're not in the RAF then. Yeah. Yeah, it takes a bit of getting used to still, I must admit, but I'm actually beginning to fall for it. It's a bit bright, that's the only thing. If it was toned down just a little bit, it would be better. Yeah, I think we got a joker in the pack here. Yes, my man, you nearly got squashed, didn't you? How old are you, Scott? Because older people don't come on and ask for shout outs for their birthday. Right, okay. This ain't gonna happen. You know where this is, don't you? This trailer. It's different to some of the trailers. This is the one with the fence at the back, and that's where they're gonna want the trailer. So that ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna take the easy one. Yeah, look, it's that same position as well. It's the one with the fence. I'm not going to get stuck on that one again. I knew that was going to happen. reckon I'll reverse back onto a roundabout. Knock the sign over. Yeah, way to go. If I remember rightly, this one's still a little bit of a fiddle to get parked, because you can't actually pull in straight and it don't accept it, if I remember rightly. Ooh, maybe not. Yeah, this is definitely the same yard, isn't it? This is the one that gave us all the problems the other night. And I couldn't get the turn on because they want it right in the middle, so you haven't got enough room in front, and you haven't got enough room up that way because there's another fence and all them pallets and things there and that car. So yeah, it's not a good place to try and hard park there. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, cheers Scott. Take care of your wife. I don't believe you for a minute. Yeah, bad yard that one. Yeah, I'm sorry, Scott, but I can't believe that, because if you were 35, you wouldn't have come into this channel and asked for a shout out because it's your birthday. It just wouldn't have happened. I'm a Green Arrows pilot. Oh no, wrong comic book. Right, just for a second, I'm gonna come off this stream for a minute, Stu, because I'm just gonna I want to have a quick look at this video just to make sure it's recorded up okay, and I want to just check back on the Sky site and find out a definite when that American football's on the box tonight, or early as this morning, I should say, and make myself another drink, because once again I'm thirsty, so I shan't be long. Okay, mate, I shall catch you later. If I don't know how long you're likely to be sort of hanging around tonight, but obviously once the American football starts, I shall be stopping streaming anyway, because I shall be watching that. But I've got an idea it's 1 o'clock, but I just want to check and make sure. Right, I'm going to hit the stop streaming button, so we'll have no contact. I'll see you in a bit if you're still around, Stu. All right. If not, I'll see you again.